now for the most famous words in motorsport.
Drivers, start your engines!
They come down to the line, green flag goes in the air, 2 by 2 as they head off into turn number 1.
This is Cal Norton Jr. and this is Ricky Bobby. And you're watching Flying Aces YouTube channel. Wow.
Good evening, race fans. Boys, we're back at it. Tonight we got 2 of them. We got 2 big races coming up at you. One, race number 1, Brands Hatch. We're at Brands Hatch in the GT3 cars. A nice little warm-up before we head to Bristol Motor Speedway for race number 2 tonight in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. So race 1 is going to be Brands Hatch GT3, 30-minute race, open setups, 50% fuel. Race number 2 is going to be a 150-lap feature. Again, that is the Xfinity Series cars, and we will take 18 cars to the feature event. No matter how we get there, whether it's first 18 in, whether it's a heat race, or if we have below 18, it does not matter. 18 will be our max that is going to run tonight at Bristol. Had a good truck race last night. 18 trucks was in that one, and we're going to do 18 again for the Xfinity Series. Before we get rocking and rolling, I do want to say thank you to these special people who support us most. Stay caught up on our racing schedule at _FlyingAces on X or on Discord. There's a link in the description below. Are you ready for premium sim race equipment? SimRaceCity.com features leading brands to meet your budget and sim racing needs. Use FlyingAcesTV as your promo code at checkout to save 5% off your order. Passion, performance, podium. SimRaceCity.com. For all your AR-15 needs, check out AR15parts.com. Save 10% off your order with the promo code FlyingAcesTV. Need race-winning open setups on iRacing? Check out the official Coca-Cola iRacing eNASCAR setup supplier at McConey Setup Shop. Save 10% off your order with promo code FlyingAcesTV. I want to thank RaceLab for providing us with our live stream standings, track map, and other useful racing widgets. If you're a live streamer or simply a sim racer, check out RaceLab. Looking for NASCAR diecast or NASCAR merchandise? Check out Plan B Sales or Circle B Diecast. Save $5 off your order of $30 or more with the promo code FlyingAcesTV. You could walk away with $100 tonight courtesy of Buddy Steele and Miss Mandy's Christian Daycare in Brandon, Mississippi. Drivers must win 2 races, have the Team Racers for Christ or a similar faith-based logo on both race-winning cars, and have an I rating of 3,000 or less at tonight's feature race to win the prize. You heard that correctly. You could win $100 tonight, courtesy of Miss Mandy's Christian Daycare in Brandon, Mississippi. I want to welcome in Michael Smithy as our pole sitter this evening. Congratulations, Michael. Welcome to the big show. Ogre, good evening to you, man. Chronic, 2802, and Zombie Racing 1965. Buster Malcolm, good evening. I do want to thank Ogre very much. And, of course, Zombie Racing 1965. Thank you very much for being a channel member. Let's get over to, let me make double darn sure before I say this. We're in the United Kingdom. Kent, United Kingdom is where we're at. I'm assuming that's England. I'm not 1,000% sure. Wouldn't stake my life on it, but probably so. In England. Let's just call it England. It's the United Kingdom. I don't think there's places in Scotland, Northern Ireland, or Wales. Perhaps Wales, but my money would be on England. Awesome racetrack. Brands Hatch, one of my personal favorites. Not because I'm good at it, I just love the uniqueness of it. Very, very technical racetrack, yet high speed at the same time. Son of a gun, I've done it again. My good God, hang on a minute. There we go. Sorry, I did it again. I did it again. Here's the good news. at least last night. It wasn't for race number 2 tonight, and crap. I was able to get out on the track and I remembered pretty quickly. If you were with us last night in the truck race, I just about went through all of practice before I realized the screen was up. Come on now, easy, easy, easy. There we go. Easy, easy, easy. Yeah, we got that screen fixed. We got her fixed. So many places you can run off course here. Ethan Duttlinger. Welcome aboard, Ethan. That sounds like a name that's going to come in and just dominate us. These races are open to anybody who wants to race, so join us if you wish. Do not need to be in third gear there. I'm piloting the beloved Ford Mustang GT3. My beloved, anyway. I love going down the hill somewhat blindly. Going up the hill here, again, somewhat blindly. I'm over in the grass. I've got an Interlagos setup in here, and I'm gonna find something different. Just not feeling the Interlagos, the Brazil. Just not feeling it. I am feeling that race car though, I'll tell you that right now. Let's go into the iRacing setups. No, I'll tell you what. Let's go into my setups and see what I've got going on here. Interlagos, VIR. I don't have a ton to choose from in this new Ford. Let's go to the iRacing setups. We will not save that one. Let's go with... let's go high downforce. Let's go high downforce. Very difficult track. Let's see how much fuel is in this thing. We'll check that out here. Because we're going 30 minutes. And we're going to be, how many laps is that going to be? It's going to be right at 22, 23 laps. Oh man, I'm right on the cusp of fuel.
On the left side. Clear, clear.
That was Warren Keith flashing them lights at me. Telling me to get out the way. He's on the hot lap. Oh, come on, stay on the track. I need to get one hot lap down. I don't think I have one lap of record. I do, it's a 128. Got about 4.5 minutes of qualifications remaining. If you'd like to join us, password is there on the screen. Got some big news about our Flying Aces 500, which we run on New Year's Eve night. Got some major news on that last night. I'm not ready to share it, and I don't mean to tease you, but got some big stuff coming. You may recall last year we gave away over $500 for that race. It was quite the event. Crap. I got my left side tire off the racing surface. We'll finish this one up. We'll go look at some paint schemes, hop over into the chat for a few minutes, and then we're going to grid them up momentarily. All right. If we can get out of the car, we'll be okay. That is going to be my number 21 machine tonight. She's a Ford GT3 Mustang. Aaron B., good evening to you. Trappin' Diablo. Let's see if we have Buster Malcolm again. Good evening. Don't have the hatch. I'll try that. Tell you what, Buster, understood. It's a great road course. We don't run it enough. I can say that about a lot of these tracks. We just don't run them enough. KP Kennedy. KP Canada. Good evening, Kenny. Daryl Howell. I made the informal announcement last night, I believe, KP. We may be headed out to Banff National Park this summer, so we may be heading out your way. David Griffin, everybody. Griff, are you racing this evening or are you working this evening? But nevertheless, Zombie Racing, hey guys, got P4 and P5 today in Draft Masters in my Ford Thunderbird at Talladega. Bring it, brother. That's what I'm talking about. JS Avenger, you can win. I think so. I'm not terrible at Brands Hatch. I tend to have one stupid mistake. I hope to avoid that. This is my machine this evening. We got the Rick Javorka Welch's Grape Juice Ferrari. This Mercedes-Benz, that is Billy Sigmund in the Mercedes. You have a, what Aaron Allman in. What is Aaron in here? He is in, oh, that's the new McLaren. Okay. I knew it looked a little different. That is the new McLaren. That Ford is the dirty one, Dan Taylor. Love that one. Beautiful piece. That's the new McLaren brought to us by Ethan Duttlinger. And then there's me again. How many we got in here? 2, 4, 6. Got 7 drivers. Think we got everybody on there. Billy Sigmund, we did not yet. We got him. And Warren Keith. Warren Keith was the one driver we did not get. And he is in, is that a Ferrari? I believe that. No, that's a Corvette. I'm sorry. That is a Corvette. That's a good-looking ride. Despite it being a Corvette, that is a good-looking ride. Yeah, I do apologize. I don't formally apologize, but I know a lot of people don't have Brands Hatch. I saw there in the chat that you don't own it, Buster. I understand that, buddy. But nevertheless, We've ran this probably just 3 or 4 times here on the channel. It's not a track we run a tremendous amount. Again, for whatever reason, I don't know. We don't run it enough. We don't run Silverstone enough. We don't run a lot of tracks enough. But nevertheless. Oh, David's got a sinus infection. That is no bueno. No bueno. Not good, man. I hate that for you. I do indeed. All right. Let's, with just 7 competitors, I don't know. I don't know if I finish podium or not. That's going to certainly be my goal. But maybe a race win. Maybe a race win. Track is a bit difficult in spots. If you're not minding your P's and Q's, you can find yourself off the racing surface pretty easily. So, we'll see. We shall see. I might be able to chase down some... There's no one else on the racetrack at this point. Might be able to chase down the leader. Put some pressure on him. I think Aaron Brown definitely a threat at Brands Hatch. I've not heard a lot of good about the new McLaren from people who own it. That's what I'm talking about right there. You might find yourself over in the kitty litter. Again, over in the kitty litter. This is the ultimate track. You better slow it up when it needs to be slowed up. Kind of reminds me a small amount of Montreal. For whatever reason, I don't know. It puts me in the mind of Montreal. Which I like that track a lot. We need to run that. Heck, I could say that about every single road circuit I own. We need to run it more often. All right, I think everybody is ready to rock and roll. Let's go ahead and get these gloves
England,
on.
Right, JW?
I'm sorry, say that again, please.
This is in England, right, this track?
Yes, I'm assuming England. It's United Kingdom. I don't know. I don't think it's in Scotland or Wales or North Ireland, so probably England.
Roger.
I'll tell you what we can do.
Yeah, it's outside London.
Nice. There's our answer. Warren Keith, everybody. All right, I'm going to go with the high downforce.
What?
High downforce endurance.
London, England.
I'm going to check the fuel and see if I can add any more to it. I don't think we can. Where are you, fuel? Right there. Yeah, 14.5 gallons. I don't know what that is in milliliters or whatever you metric people speak.
1 to go. Left side.
We're only 20. Man, we are going to be.
How long is the
The
race?
estimated strength of field is
30 minutes, Ethan. 30 minutes.
484. Earl, just another quick one here.
Thank you.
Obviously,
Yes.
once he gets to pit road here,
I'm going to go ahead and get my fuel set up.
Talk to him, so it's just every other lap or so, you might give me a
Let's see.
opportunity to get in there. if it's
7
not too
gallons
crazy.
will get me
All right.
11 laps.
You ready? Pit road is closed.
3.5 gallons will get me about 7 laps. No, wait a minute. 11 laps for 14. Half of that 7. 7 gallons,
gonna
11
roll.
laps. 3.5 gallons would be about 5.5 laps. Let's go ahead and just go about 4.5 gallons. All right, let's get things rocking and rolling. All right, gentlemen, 30 minutes of racing action directly ahead of us. You do have a faster pair. Best of luck to all competitors. Let me pull down the password right quick. There is no X penalty for this race.
I'm bringing it back a little bit and off to a little bumper start, but because I don't want to wreck people because I'm not very good at this track.
Copy that.
You're ready to rock and roll here, man. Good luck to your switches
Ethan, you
there.
have no
Get
idea,
what you
buddy. You're probably a lot better than I am.
got. Boss man. Pace car's off. Be ready. Green flag. On your right. Clear.
Tires are a
still
bit
tiny compared to the other cars.
on the cold side. Rick Javorka, the guy directly ahead of me, and I battled
Behind you.
one night here, almost all the way to the end. It was a heck of a battle. I think he pulled away on the last lap, but we ran. It might have just been a 20-minute race, but I remember distinctly battling that 52 car. There's a couple of these corners that I do not know which gear to be in. This is one of them. That was terrible. The car in the wall over there, who was that? Aaron Brown.
P1 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 25.049. Good job, man. Big picture
Oh,
here.
stay out of the kitty litter. Come on. God bless it. Sweet God.
Oh, man. All right. Can you assess anything? Did it hurt the wheel?
Yes, it hurt the wheel.
We're going to come down the road. Pry bars are what we need to push all that stuff out, pull it out.
Oh,
You
sweet
know, we need to
God.
make repairs. It's going to take about 13 minutes, 53. Hell, we could try to fix all of it. It would take another 5 minutes, 18. We'll get
All right, we'll get that. Go ahead and put a little bit of fuel in it. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Grin and bear it is what you're going to do. Let's go watch this race leader. This is Warren Keith. In the front, you have, who we got here? It looks like Billy Sigma behind him. It's a two-car battle for the top spot at the moment. I don't know why that would show me at the top of the leaderboard on the live stream. I do not know. I don't have an answer. Yeah, you're right, man. I just lost focus for a moment, no doubt. Actually, I didn't lose focus. I was trying to get through that better. I was trying to get through the top slope drop-off better. I knew I could drive it in a little bit deeper, get the wheel turned to the right, and get down that hill better. I just missed. I just missed my mark. That's all there is to it. We're watching Rick Javorka and Dan Taylor battle it out here. That Mustang looks really good on Dirty Dan Taylor. Big fan, big fan. Pretty sure you blew a left front going into the turn. Perhaps, maybe that's what it was. I think you're right, JS Avenger. In fact, now that you mention it, yeah, the data shows we had a blown tire. Oh, Dan, putting it on Rick. He's not been able to get around him yet, Brandon. He's doing a pretty good job of hanging with. Now, Rick is good here. Rick is really good at Brands Hatch. Steven, my favorite track. Dang, I missed this one in the GT3s. Yes, sorry about that too. Thomas Hep for everybody. Be careful in the last sector. It will bite your, yeah, no doubt. Keep it on the track. And yeah, you're right, Griff. You're not wrong. Well, unfortunately, I did not heed your warning.
Go.
All right, let me get out here on the track.
Good job, fellas. Good.
I guess where the tires have cooled off quite a bit, she doesn't really want to turn yet. This place is awesome. You always feel like you're being forced off the track.
24.70.
Like you're racing on the side of a hill, if that makes any sense. Just feels like you're wanting to be pushed off the circuit. That's what I was trying to do last time, and I just missed my mark. I think there's only 5 of us left. believe Aaron. No, Aaron is out on the track. He's on the pit road. Sorry. I'm really hoping we can at least replicate, if not better, the race last night at Bristol we had in the trucks. Smoking Joe Francis was able to capture that win. Of the 150 laps, I think we likely had 125 laps green. I never did check, but it felt like we had at least 125 green. I can never get that corner right. Never. Never have. Even when I'm running a good race, I'm so inconsistent in that final corner. Same thing here. Just disgusting.
I met with the handling. Be on our toes here, fellas.
Of course. Of course, we're going to be relegated to a spectator. We're going to be a spectator. May not be the worst thing ever. I may not have too much damage.
24,
I think it's all in the steering column.
Watch a pit in front of you.
Let me go ahead and go get my damage fixed. Or see how much damage I've got.
Here we go. 5 away.
Somehow I got another penalty, so I'm not sure.
Turn in.
This has just not been my race at all.
And we can fix that.
7 minutes. Okay. Well, we're going to be a spectator. Warren Keith is our race leader. We'll follow him around. I'm going to pull the chat up. We're going to shoot the bull for the next 20 minutes. Tyler Robinson, good evening, buddy. David Griffin, if you would have put your racing gloves on. It's true. After my initial wreck, I took them off out of disgust. I'm like, I'm okay. It didn't work one way or the other. Didn't work one way or the other. All right, Diamond, I need to get with Dan and have him teach me how to do these. Because I'm telling you what, Brandon, road racing is something else. Completely different than oval for obvious reasons, but as far as completely different thrill. Such a challenge for a guy like me that really isn't very good. I love it. I do love it. I love trying. Every single corner is different. I just like trying to improve. Braden Kaus, good evening. How about that Blue Jays game? You all, yeah, saw that, watched that. 3-2 is the final score of that one. Didn't get home till 1 o'clock in the morning when I went with the school. I hope you enjoyed the game, Braden. That was last Friday night. Cardinals actually got swept. The Cardinals are my favorite team. So I watched that game. All of those off-camber corners, yes, they can. That's what I was saying about Brands Hatch. It just feels like you're going to be thrown off the track each corner. Let's go inside the car here with Warren Keith. Maybe he can give you a better feel for what this track should look like. He makes it look so smooth, that guy. Oh, really smooth. The old boy is good at Brands Hatch. Let's go check out Billy Sigmund, who I think is still... No, Dan Taylor's in second. Dan hasn't pitted yet, I don't think. If I'm wrong, I'll admit it. Love the sound of that Mustang. Brandon, you mentioned about learning some road racing. First thing you have to do is learn every course. That's, for me, that's the hard part. All right, that's different than what I normally do. I usually take that one really wide. That was cool. You have a series of 3 pretty sharp right-handers right here. That was 2. Here's the 3rd one coming up over this hill. Good stuff by the dirty one. Let me see how he gets through here. Different than Warren. Let me check this corner out. Top of the hill. Let's go check out Billy Sigmund, as he is not too far behind Dan, I believe. Billy is driving the AMG Mercedes. I tell you, a guy who's good at road racing is Billy Sigmund. He's pretty dang good at it. You better get that oil checked, I'll tell you that right now. I do not like the looks of that. Good. I've been inside the car for 3 different drivers now, Sigmund, Keith, and Dan Taylor. All 3 of them taking these corners differently from each other. Check out top of the hill. We'll get outside the car here in just a moment. Very interesting. Now he was more like Warren. Let's go TV2. Oh, Billy over in the marbles. Stay off that wall, fella. Not where you want to be. Let's back that up and see what happened right there. I think he probably just overcooked. Yeah. This is where I... no, I'm sorry. This is technically corner number 1, I think. The hard right-hander. Probably just did not woe it up in time. Let's go check Dan Taylor.
You can do it, man. You're right on the verge of breaking this thing. You got it.
Trying to get a mental idea of where Dan is. He's coming up to the front stretch. Billy's not too far behind. I don't know if he's going to catch Dan or not. get a check on our main man, Rick Javorka. Let's get a quick check on me in the garage. So is Aaron Brown and Ethan Duttlinger. Let's see, can I race? I got 35 more seconds. 35 more seconds. I'm going to get back out here and try to turn a few more hot laps. Looks like Warren Keith is bound and determined to win this one. Got 9 minutes remaining. Aaron Brown has disconnected. I am going to put the SimRaceCity.com gloves back on. Such a fun track, man. I hate that I've bowed out so easily. 8 more seconds. But I do like to hot lap this place. It's fun. Again, I've said this a couple times already. It's just trying to throw you off the track. Every corner. I'm going to take the Dan Taylor approach, hard on the inside. That felt good. Butchered her again. All right, we got about 6 minutes remaining in this one. We are heading to Bristol Motor Speedway next. They call her the last great Coliseum. I would have to take the Romans' word for it before I believe the hype. Tell you what, you get me a Roman. Heck, I'll even go Italian. You get me an Italian that says it's the last great Coliseum, then we can start calling it the last great Coliseum. Preferably from Rome, though. I am told by Rick Javorka that is chain link fence underneath or some of the runoff spots in these corners. And he told me, as in that's somewhat common knowledge, so I'm probably the last one to learn that that's actually chain link fence.
Leaders are running 24.338.
That wasn't bad right there. It's the first time I think I've really gotten through there comfortably. Chain link fence I was talking about right here on the right. Right here. And then over here on the right. I'm going to try to slow down a little bit. Right in here. All that chain link fence on the ground. Do not look now. That means look right now. The dirty one, Dan Taylor, is our race leader. I don't know if Warren's had problems. Not. Warren has just overtaken the lead. Trying to look at the standings, the live standings on the live stream. Maybe the standings hadn't updated from the pit cycle. I'm not sure. But for a moment, Dan Taylor was our race leader. We're under 2 minutes remaining. Should be about 2 more laps. I will finish this one, then we'll go watch race leader. If you don't own Brands Hatch, I'm hoping you can see how fun this place is. So many different ways of getting around here. I'm going to go ahead and park it, and we'll catch up with Warren Keith. Go ahead and just park her right over here. We'll exit the race car. We're going to go check out Warren, see if he can indeed hold on. Dan Taylor has had issues. I can see it now. Dan has dropped back to 4th place. I saw him on pit road when I got out of the car. The dirty one has had some issues. Looks like everybody's had problems except maybe Warren. I'm not sure if Warren's had any problems or not. I think Warren might be on the cool down lap. Is this correct? I think so. Nice win, Warren.
Coming to the white flag this time.
This is the white flag. Let's go take a quick look at Billy Sigmund.
It's not even the last lap yet, right?
Should be the white flag.
I don't have it.
Now, the leader has taken the white flag. Billy Sigmund now taking the white flag. Here comes Rick. Looks like he's going to get him a podium finish. A job well done by driver 52. Here's Warren in the series of right-handers. He may be saving fuel. I thought the race was over for him
Now I got the white
a
flag.
moment ago. Could be in fuel conservation mode. He's not pressing it very hard. We'll go inside the car with him. That wrong button, not the blimp. We'll go cockpit. You can hear him somewhat coasting. Were you close on fuel, Warren?
Go, 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 go. Hard out, hard out.
Yeah, I'm about to run out now. I had to really back it up to the last 2 laps.
Did you pit?
No.
Okay. Yeah, copy that. Yeah, I thought I was right. That's why I was congratulating him on the win. One, I actually thought he was on his white flag lap, but he was almost out of fuel.
You didn't have that stigma attached to you, I'd say congratulations.
That stigma? It's got a stigma. That's a good-looking race car right there. I've always liked the Mercedes. That's pretty. Someone did a great job on painting that unit. That took a lot of time and effort. Just that door design took a lot of time and effort to paint. But Billy Sigmund is our second place finisher. And gentlemen and ladies,
Look at the graphics on top there, Dougie.
will do. That is Rick Javorka finishing P3.
Checking flag.
Let's check out the graph. Oh wow, that looks like Nürburgring.
Nice going, Bubba.
NBR. Is that Nürburgring? I don't know. But that does look like the graffiti on the Nürburgring track. One man, one engine. Good looking piece. It's a pretty race car. All of these GT3 cars are gorgeous. I am a fan of this discipline of racing, this series of racing. And of course our pace car. That was Dirty Dan. Dan finished 4th in his Mustang. I finished 5th in my Mustang. And Aaron Brown 6th. And Buttlinger finished 7th. We had 7 cars in this one. Let's go get us a race-winning photograph of Warren Keith. We'll back that up here. We'll fast forward and see if he indeed. He's not going to be able to make it back around. So let me back it up. We'll get him down here at the start-finish line. He drove it F1 style down to the actual flag stand. Right there it is. Let's back it up. We'll turn that sun off a little bit. And that, of course, actually that's the white flag lap. Let's see. I don't want to just keep rewinding. Looks like that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Yeah, he got 22 laps in. That's what. That's going to be our race-winning photograph. That is Warren Keith in the Konica Minolta Corvette. That's going to make a good race-winning photograph. All right, let's go ahead and get this. We'll look at our podium finishers. I'll tell you who they are. Of course, it is Warren Keith as your race winner. Billy Sigmund does finish 2nd. And Rick Javorka finishes in 3rd place. Let me title this right quick. Brands Hatch. There we go. Warren Keith, our race winner. Chevrolet Corvette. I think that's Corvette, right? Yeah, it's Corvette. One more time. There was Dirty Dan, myself. There's Billy Sigmund, our 2nd place finisher. And there he is. Rick Javorka, RJR, Rick Javorka Racing, Welch's Grape Juice, Sim Race City, all over that race car. That is Rick Javorka. All right. Sorry that race was, at least from my perspective, it was not a good race. Yeah. not a good effort for the 21 team. But a fun time. And that's typically what race 1 is usually about. So let's get ready to rock and roll. Let's head back to the States in eastern Tennessee and hit the high banks at Bristol Motor Speedway. Strictly Stock Motorsports 8. I'll have your stickers in the mail by the end of the week, PM3. Look at him go. Look at him go. I'm still waiting on my signed T-shirt, Jesse, from Strictly Stock Motorsports. Still waiting. I'm looking every day in the mail. I go meet that mailman, and I'm like, sir, is there anything, a package from West Virginia? No, Mr. Salyer, sorry. I have heard that. I've heard that every day for the past 10 days. Still looking for that Strictly Stock Motorsport team signed T-shirt. But until I get it, we're going to keep on racing. And tonight we're Bristol Motor Speedway. We're at Xfinity Series cars. We got 20 minutes of practice, 2 laps of qualifying. If we need to run a heat race, it would be 15 laps. We do have 3 additional sets of tires, 75% fuel. Last night in the trucks, we did have to pit for fuel. That was almost a given. Could not make it to the end on fuel. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 75 degrees under clear skies up in East Tennessee. This race is in the queue. All right. Yeah, I had a lap and a half, Dan said. Did you? I'm sorry, Dan. I didn't see what happened to you. Did you? What's up, Michael Gahagan? Did you run into some troubles? Or you just running out of fuel? Double Nickel TV, everybody. Bet it smells like mayonnaise. Oh my good God. Sold my 1970 GMC straight 6, 250, 3 in the 3 today. Congratulations, Buster. I hope you got a pretty penny out of that. 33 seconds short. Got you. Billy was 33 seconds short. So I just went ahead and took it gas. Got you. Understood. Duke's mayonnaise. Right on, right on. All right, let's get rid of this road racing rim. Let's go change some settings on our race hub. Let me find out. Come on now. Steering wheel, where you at? Center calibration, right there down the middle. And we'll put it on the old oval settings. We'll save that. The race is not hot yet for me, so bear with me. I will get the password up in just a second if you do not already have it. There we go. There we go. Let me punch it in here. Make sure this is the right one. I think it's, nope, that is not. Maybe I got fat fingered. Let me try it again here. Nope, that's not it. Let me maybe reverse it here. There we go. There we go. Ladies, gentlemen, you want in? If you want in, your password is Bristol Xfinity. Bristol Xfinity will get you in here. 150 laps tonight. 18 car field, max. Hopefully we can have just as good a race as we had last night in the trucks. It was a lot of fun. Joe Francis, strictly stock motorsport driver, brought home the victory. I feel really bad. With about 3 laps to go, I lost control of my F-150 and brought out a caution. I don't know if that interfered with the result of the race or not, but I did bring out the caution, and I do apologize to any driver that affected. We have a text message from the sister-in-law. Let's see what's up, Gray Champion. PM3, boys. Appreciate that, bro. Let's see. It's a video. Oh, how to spend 3 days in Banff National Park. Oh, my.
How to spend 3 days in Banff National Park. You're going to want to save this post. On your first day, saddle up and go horseback riding with Banff Trail Riders.
Okay.
This was one of my favorite things we did. After the ride, take a...
I'll go horse riding. There we go. Ah, man. All right, here we are. The high banks. For whatever reason, this place is locally anyway has always been called the High Banks of Bristol Motor Speedway. We'll go 14-1. We'll go down on them brakes. Got a 58. Let's see what we can do here. I'm curious to see if this thing is... now, the truck last night was kind of tight. It had a lot of downforce. We ran these Xfinity cars about 3 nights ago at Michigan, and they were super loose.
At 44 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 15.099. Slow one on the bottom. At 44 is the fastest car on the track. 14.99. Slow in front of you on the bottom.
Feels like these have a lot more grip than the trucks.
Good lap, that's what we need. Good lap, good job. Slow car on the bottom.
Let's go ahead and adjust our steering ratio. Not steering ratio, I'm sorry, the force feedback. It's down there pretty low. Alright, 3.0. Got a lot. I'm fighting this race car. We're fighting the old race car. Oh, let's, man. Well, I guess 16-1. Let's go up on them brakes a little bit. We're gonna need some brakes. Last night with the trucks, we just rolled in the throttle, rolled off the throttle. I don't think that's going to be the way to go in this machine.
At 44 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 14.869. Dog, that was a good lap right there.
That was not a good lap, Earl. Trying to find out what we can get by with.
Outside. Clear, clear, clear. Slow one on the bottom. I'm gonna have a slow one about 4 in front of you on the bottom. Slow on the bottom. That lap was better. Good job.
Tom Golker has joined us. Had a heck of a run the other night at Michigan. Ethan Dullinger is back with us for this one.
Inside. Looks clear, clear, clear. Inside, inside. Clear, clear, clear. Slow car on the apron in front of you. Got one stopped on the apron in front of you there. Got one stopped on the apron in front of you there. Slow one on the bottom there in front of you. Fastest lap you've run yet. Gonna slow on up top. Heads up.
Sorry, buddy.
No, sir. Cannot throttle up. Turning hard left just doesn't work out. This does not work out. I'm going to go check out Aaron Ullman and his 14.8. I want to find out which line. I discovered last night in qualifying that the middle is the fastest lap. So he ran this on his first lap out. This is the same qualifying line they used last night with the trucks. That would not be his fastest lap. Lap 5. Aaron Brown ran the bottom. Okay, so he's a 14.8 on the bottom. We know that's not it. No, that's not it. What lap is his fastest? All right, here we go. Lap 10. Here we go. This is his 4th lap on this set of tires. And he is now fastest on the leaderboard on the bottom. Maybe the car on the bottom for Q and race. Right rear is going to melt. Maybe the, yeah.
Make it around without wrecking people.
Warren, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, we are going to sizzle those right rear tires. And that's all I did last night was baby the truck on the bottom. Had a good run going until I stepped all over myself.
Outside, slow on the bottom. Still out there. Clear him. Inside, inside. Door quarter clear. He's in the middle of the track. Got a slow car on the bottom. Slow one on the bottom there in front of you. Slow one on the bottom. Slow one on the bottom.
I like the way Aaron Brown's lap looked.
Outside. Still out there. Still outside. Clear high, clear high. Outside. Still there, clear, clear. Outside. That's door, outside.
I got hooked.
Outside is clear.
I heard somebody hit the wall. It's all good. Tell you what I want to do. I want to go raise up my steering offset. Let's go to a 15, see how that feels. If it keeps my car pointing right-handed. I remember last night in the truck, I wished I'd went up higher on the offset.
Slow car in front of you on the bottom. Slow on the bottom. Outside. At 54, get us the fastest car on the racetrack. 14.809, quarter, clear. Good lap. Slow on the bottom. It's on the bottom. Slowing on the bottom. Slowing on the bottom. Outside,
Hey.
door quarter clear.
Got a piece of the Godfather. That's not my intentions.
Steering wheel feel okay?
Parking lot in turn 3.
Parking lot in turn 3. All right, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. We have 18 cars as of right now. If nobody else shows up, this will be our field for the feature. We still got 5 minutes remaining. Just trying to figure out here. I am, hot dang man, I'm 6/10 off. I know my way around Bristol Motor Speedway. Let me not brake. Maybe too much brake. Let me back up my corners and
Slowing on the bottom. In front of you. He's moving. In front of you, he's on the bottom. He's on the bottom. Outside. Still out there. Clear. It's a good lap, my man. Keep it up.
we do have a parking lot here. I cannot stop the car. I'm trying to get off the track. There we go. Let's see. 15.4 flat.
He apologizes. He has a cold.
Copy.
He doesn't want to talk right now.
Yeah, understood. 15.4 was my fastest. The last one was my fastest lap. It wasn't a smooth lap, but I think I achieved that by just rolling the corners. And I think I did that too long last night. On the second run, I burned up my tires.
Sorry about that. I figured you were going up. I tried to go down.
Slow on the bottom. Got a slow car on the bottom. That was a good lap.
I think we're going to be okay in race pace, but man, I am going to start in the rear of the field. I'm telling you right now. Let's just go with stock and see what that feels like. When in doubt, just return to default setup, factory settings, if you will. Got 3 minutes remaining. Last I checked, we have 18 drivers. That will be our
Clear.
driver count for the evening. If we get others to join, we would have to run a heat race. Please do not let that stop you from joining.
He's in front of you on the bottom.
I do not like that at all. Of course, my tires are cold, but I do not like that at all. God bless. Hey, sorry, boys. Sorry. Nah, screw it. Let's just go to 16.1. I really like that plus 15.
I cannot believe I made it through there.
We'll go down on them brakes to a 57. That's what we're going to roll with. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Ladies and gentlemen, some paint schemes. That is my number 21. She's white. The event in chromed National Park Service Insta 360 Ford Mustang. This 102 is Buster Malcolm. The 77 tonight is Tom Golker. The 21, that has to be Warren Keith. Yes, Discount Tire, Warren Keith. The 52, that guy needs no introduction. That's Rick Javorka. The 73 is Billy Sigmund in the Alka-Seltzer machine. The 17 car is Sean Royer. Sean Royer in the 17. I like that. Number 99, Joe Francis. The 78 Dude Wipes car is Aaron Brown. The 09, that is Bryson Fitzgerald. My pick to click tonight. 56, that's Brandon Smith, 56. The 15 machine, another Lowe's car, we're Ethan Duttlinger. The 44 tonight is Aaron Allman. The 25 machine is Dirty Dan Taylor. The 60 car is Richard Robb. This Diamond Racing entry, that of course is Brandon Green, I do believe. Wow, look at that piece. Love that green on Green's car. That is Jesse Cottrell, the godfather, if you will, of Strictly Stock Motorsports. The 21 is me. Let's see how many drivers do we have. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. Kyle Turkzak. We have 20 cars, so we will run a quick heat race, 15-lapper. 2 cars will not make it in. 2 cars will not make it in this evening. Definitely going to stick to the very strict 18 car count. Last night's truck race was spectacular. We did not have a ton of cautions. Again, that lap counter, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you. Let me go change that. Thank you again, lap counter. Lap counter, where you at? Right here we go. There we go. Thank you. That's a quick and easy change. Just after coming after a road race, sometimes it's easy to forget that little small details. I appreciate that. Thank you, Bobby. Much appreciation, buddy. Regine Huddleston. I've liked to watch Hamlin iRacing during pandemic. Yeah. I like to watch those Cup guys. They weren't very good. They weren't very good. Andrew Villa, what's up? I love some Bristol. As do I. Thank you, William. All right, gentlemen, we will have to run a heat race. 2 cars will not make it in. We're going to have an 18-car field this evening. So if you're taking a race credit, please do not run in this one. So, let me look. Who has taken a race credit? How many do we have? I've totally 3. Sigmund, Taylor, Javorka. Say that again, Buster. Can't hear.
We're still running a qualifying lap here, then we'll do our heat race, right?
Yes, indeed. All right, here we go. So 3 race credit plus myself makes 4. 14 drivers will advance on from the heat. 14 drivers. That will give us our 18-car field.
Green flag.
$15.4. $15.4 is what I've put down. Whew. I got to be honest. I don't know where to find any more speed. Yes, sir. It is the heat race. There we go. Yeah, the 15-lapper here is the heat race. I get it. Sometimes the format can be a bit confusing. Understood. But nevertheless, top 14, I think we're going to have, we'll have 16 cars in. Top 14 will go on. Top 14 will move on. Still got 2 minutes remaining if you want in. Your password is Bristol Xfinity. If you do decide to join late, we are in the heat race process. 15-lapper, top 14 of the 16 will advance. Or if we have anybody that if we have 2 drivers dropping out, password, it's up there on the screen. Brett, you got you, Tim, for on that. Thank you, Bobby. Again, I do appreciate it. I'm going to need some luck, man. I don't have the speed. I ran a 15.3. It's still a half a second off. I mean, obviously at a short track, you don't want to be a half second off. Could I have driven it harder? Yeah, probably. Probably. But I'm not comfortable in this car driving it excessively firm into these corners. So, again, you got Rick Javorka, you've got Billy Sigmund, and Dan Taylor as the 3 race credit drivers, and myself. That gives us 4. And then our top 14 finishers will go on as we have 20 cars in right now. Did not see a Sean Powell paint scheme. Let's check out Sean. Sean did not run a hot lap in practice, so we're not going to get his paint scheme on. Let's look at the Scotty Grove entry. Scotty ran a practice lap. We can go find that. Where is Scotty Grove? There he is in the double nickel. I love the purple. Love the purple on Scotty Grove. Big fan of that.
Good luck, everybody.
You too, Buster. You as well. Let's see. Kyle Turkzak, we did not find his car. Look at him in the 15 machine. Ethan Duttlinger. Let's get his paint on here. He is in that 15 machine, the Lowe's car. I think we got everybody except Sean Powell. Everybody but Sean Powell. All right, 15 laps. We start in about 15 seconds. Aaron A., last race for me for the week. Work all day tomorrow, and then head out to Bristol early Thursday morning. Love the game plan, Aaron. Going to have beautiful weather when you get to Bristol. It's going to rain tomorrow, but Thursday through Sunday is supposed to be magnificent. Up around 80 degrees and sunny. We're going to have a good weekend of racing. Again, Aaron, if you can, if you want to, holler at me. We'll try to meet up with you there on Saturday evening. I am not going to be able to come over Thursday or Friday, actually. All right, drivers, our top 14 finishers will meet us in the feature. Top 14 finishers from this 15-lap heat race. You do have a faster pair.
So no qualifiers, right?
No, sir. Qualifier does not matter here. Top 14 finishers from this heat race. Short tracks and super speedways, we take top 15 finishers. But in this one, it's 14. All right, boys. Aaron Brown. Aaron Brown is our pole sitter. Bryson Fitzgerald outside row number 1 in that 09 machine. Here's Aaron Allman. You have Kyle Turkzak. The 77 again is Tom Gulker. Brandon Smith. Joe Francis. Brandon Green. Sean Royer. Warren Keith. Jesse Cottrell. Buster Malcolm. Scotty Grove. And Ethan Duttlinger. Let's see. We got. Will there be a yellow? Yes. Yes. Yellows are on. 1 green, white, checker. Cautions are on. If we have to run 15 pace laps, we will. But we're going to try to find the 14 fastest and safest drivers to go on to that feature. Again, trying to get the 18 best to have the most green flag laps. Got these engines rocking and rolling. Richard Robb in that 60 car. Looks like he will start shotgun on the field. Let me do a quick car count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Hang on, I've lost count. Let me go up front here and make sure we just don't have 14. If we got more than 14, we got to run this race. There is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. 15 competitors. Sean Powell, I do not think gridded up. Sean Powell did not grid up. All right, so one car is going to miss out on the feature this race. Selfishly, I hope it's the car that is not very good at Bristol. Now, I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't know who is not very good at Bristol. But we'd like to have 150 green flag laps, if at all possible. Going to play a Major League Baseball game here at the Bristol Motor Speedway.
There are only 14 of us?
15 drivers right now.
No, I can count. I believe there's 14.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. You are correct. I'm counting 14 as well. Sean Powell, I know, did not grid up. Let's see. Hang on.
And then Barson might have backed out. I know he's not feeling good.
Green flag.
Yeah, he's not in the room anymore.
All right, gentlemen, that's the case. Us 14. Let's go on to the feature. No need to run this heat race. All 14 cars are going on, and we'll meet you in the feature room. Same password. Should be hot in about 2 minutes' time.
Caution, caution. How about water pressure, temperature right there?
It turns into Demolition Derby when we figure that out. All right, so I did not know that Fitzgerald and Sean Powell did not know they had
Good
dropped
evening,
out.
Scotty.
All right, let's go ahead and exit out of this one.
Send the medevac.
Time out. Let me get a quick photograph
I'm
of
dead.
our
I am dead.
competitors.
I'm on fire.
There we go.
We're going to need a medevac to the middle of the track, please. Medevac.
We got some serious carnage going on there amongst the drivers. Hopefully everybody's okay. Hey, Jerry Denton. Good evening, buddy. Yes, he was. Very good on the dirts. Yes, he certainly was. All right, let's get our feature going. 150 laps green. That's the goal. Will it happen? I doubt it. I hope so. Let's find out here. Let's get that baby set to go. All right, 10 more minutes of practice. Make sure we have 3 additional sets of tires. Yes, yes, and yes. 75% on the fuel. Never did check how many laps were going on fuel. 3 green, white checkers. It gets dark at 7:34. We'll start the race at 7:15. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's go get after it right quick. Bristol Motor Speedway, here we come. Actually cannot wait to get over there Saturday. That place is always electric. Always electric. Regine used to sit in the Allison section. If I'm not mistaken, that's front stretch. Outlaw asked me today if I'd found any tickets yet. If we can find some cheap ones, then he's probably going to come with me on Saturday. I'll probably talk him into it. Should be a blast, Buster, no doubt. No doubt. Love that cowboy hat, Regine. Love the cowboy hat. My Cardinals are down 1-0. No, never mind, it's tied right now to the old Buccos. Paul Skeens has 3 losses as a pitcher for the Pirates, 2 of which are from the St. Louis Cardinals this year. That's probably their only good thing they've done all year. We're going to turn that volume down. We'll watch it on mute. Just got a couple weeks left of baseball season. Unless you're a Yankee, Oriole, Dodgers, Astros, fan of one of those squads that's going on in the postseason. It's going to be a long winter. It's going to be a long winter. All right, the feature is hot. We are using the same password. I'll throw it up here for a moment. Please don't join unless you were in that heat room or took the race credit. There are no more race credit spots. Our field is frozen. There are no more empty spots to claim. Last night, our 18th driver came after the heat race was over. They claimed a race credit. In fact, it was Joe Francis who went on to win the race. Pulled the old Casey Kane on us. Won the All-Star Open and come in and won the All-Star race. Excellent work. Pretty neon green. I agree, man. Brandon Green is coming up with some awesome paint schemes, is he not? He certainly is. All right, we'll go ahead and pull the password down. Hopefully everybody that is supposed to be in here knows that password. Again, these are hosted sessions. A lot of times I get random message, how do you join your league? It is not a league. It's just straight up hosted sessions. I would love to have the flexibility to run some leagues. I would, but I can't do it. I just cannot do it. And I admire the guys who can run leagues and have that consistent of a schedule to make it. Now, I race, I think, as much as anybody, but I just cannot nail down a specific night of the week. It's just never been possible for me, for whatever reason. All right, well, I'll tell you what. A lot of people say go 10-1 on the short track, but I'm just not feeling that. Let's go 59 on the brakes. Not going to use the brakes a whole lot. I'm going to try to throw down a hotter lap right here, a little more aggressive in practice.
At 102, is the fastest car on the track, 15.267. At 4, is the fastest car on the track, 15.103.
That's what I was doing in the truck last night. Way too much speed. Entering the corners. Cannot do that.
He's on the bottom. He's on the bottom. At 71 is the fastest car on the racetrack, 15.083. Look on the bottom. He's having trouble. He's down the bottom, down the bottom. Hey, that last lap was good.
It may be Sunday night before we're able to race the cup cars here.
Got a slow car in front of you on the bottom. At 44 is the fastest car on the racetrack, 14.973. Slow car on the bottom. Slow car on the bottom.
I do believe sometimes I enter too early
Going on
or
the
too
bottom,
low.
real slow. That lap was a really good lap, man. Good job. That was a good lap.
Yeah, I'm down in the twos now.
Sorry about that, just lost it.
I'm gonna have a slow one about 4 in front of you on the bottom. Slow car on the bottom. And slow one on the bottom there in front of you. Slow car on the bottom. Slow one on the bottom. Slow on the bottom, slow on the bottom. He's in the middle of the track. He's on the bottom, he's on the bottom. Slow car on the bottom. Working the bottom, slowing on the bottom, real slow, still inside. Still there, clear. Then 54 is the fastest car on the racetrack. 14.941. Slowing in front of you.
That hurt. That is not what you want to have happen. I think I'm down in the 2s, which is not awful. Alright, so we're 3 tenths. We picked up a couple of tenths just by changing the racing line. Alright, so we should have 18 drivers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Missing one driver. Missing one driver. Sigmund, Javorka, and Taylor are in. Who are we missing here? Brown, Turk, Zach, and Smith. Brown, Turk, Zach, and Smith are in. Allman, Cottrell, Grove. Allman, Cottrell, Godfather, and Grove are in. Francis, Green, and Rob. Francis. Joe Francois. Where is Joe Francois? They Francis, Grove, and Richard Robb. Richard Robb is in. Tom Golker is in. I think I saw, yeah, he's up there in P4. Royer, Keith, and Malcolm. Royer. It is Sean Royer's in. Malcolm is in. Warren Keith. Warren Kyle. Keith, where you at, Warren Kyle? Keith. Warren is not in yet. We are waiting on Warren Keith to join. Warren Keith. That is the guy we're waiting on, Warren Keith. He should join us here as practice is over. Yeah, Warren Keith is the only guy good to hop in here. All right, it's time to go qualify. Let's try to get somewhere in the top half of the field. I'd like to be 8th, 9th, right around there. Let's see what damage we can do to this concrete racing surface. I'm going to go out early.
Green flag.
This lap will not count. Two 297.
Yep.
Got to remember to remind everybody we have one pit road. We'll enter in turn number 2 and come out in turn number 1. Right there is pit road entry right there. Okay. Last night I forgot to tell, and it came up and it became an issue during, not an issue, but there was a question about it in the race. All right, P8. Of course, there's only been 10 cars qualify. Technically, I mean, it's a 297, so we'll call that 15-3. Anybody in the that qualifies from here on out probably going to be able to beat me. So Warren Keith has not joined us, not rejoined us into the feature. Okay. Whew. I'm in a situation here. There's Warren. Warren has joined us. Good deal. Hey, boys. Look at that Michael Johns. Look at that Michael Johns. Aaron Brown versus Aaron Allman. Whew. That is sizzling. That is sizzling. Michael Johns, everybody. That is Aaron. That's Arron Brown versus Aaron Allman. That's a $5 challenge. Okay. Brown versus Allman. Grove versus Green. Boys, that's a good one. That's a good one. Grove versus Green. Well matched right there. And Javorka Cottrell. Yes, sir. God bless. Boys, Michael Johns. This ain't his first live stream watching these drivers. He has matched them up perfectly. Matched them up perfectly. All three of those, assuming that they don't wreck out or whatnot. All of those perfectly matched. MJ, thank you much. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, so far it's the Aaron and Aaron show. We'll see how at the end of 150 laps. We shall see at the end of 150. Siang! Siang Woo! Good evening to you. Appreciate that, Siang. All right. My goodness gracious. So I'm 11th. Tell you what, we're going to get up on the wheel. We are going to get this car inside the top 5. Bold statement, yes, I know. But we're going to have some long green flag runs. And we're going to get this 21 car up there somehow, some way. Somehow, some way, somewhere. All right. We are 30 seconds away. Do we have anybody else left to qualify? We got 4 guys who have yet. There's a guy coming in, taking qualifying laps. Actually, Warren Keith has put down a 15-1. That's his first lap out. Let's go see if he is live. Here he is. Got himself a brand new race car. No, that's not. It's not a new race car. I saw the body armor and circle, I guess the target circle on the back. Let's see. Did Warren make it in time? He had 5 seconds. So Warren put down a 15.182. Good enough for P12 right in front of me. All right. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at the world's fastest half mile. You don't believe me? It's written right up top of the press box.
And the whole
All right. We're in Dale Jr. country right here, as he coined the phrase, "It's Bristol, baby." Let's let him start our engines this evening.
Drivers, start your engines!
Okay. For whatever reason, last night in the truck race, I was not a bit nervous. I am a bit nervous in this one.
385. All right, fellas. We got a little bit of a challenge ahead of us, but I think we've got a great race car. And I think you guys are going to do a really good job for us in the pits today.
All right, boys, here we go. Let me grab control of the mic.
Ready?
Gentlemen, we got 150 laps ahead of us.
3 sets of tires.
We're going to do that with 3 additional sets of tires. You have 3/4 of a tank of fuel. That's 75%. And you do have a faster pair if needed. 1 continuous pit road. You'll enter in turn 2. You'll exit in turn 1. That is both green and under caution for the pit road rules. Tonight, courtesy of Michael Johns, we got some race prizes if you all choose to accept, and no one has ever declined, so I'm going to assume you're ready to accept. But we do have Aaron Allman versus Aaron Brown. That will be a $5 prize, courtesy of Michael Johns. Also, Scotty Grove, Brandon Green, a $5 prize. And Rick Javorka and the Godfather, Jesse Cottrell, a $5 prize.
I accept.
Yes, sir.
I accept.
All right.
You're the greatest.
I'm in. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm down.
All right. Aaron Allman.
Only one way to go, Jesse.
Oh, one to go.
For us.
All right.
That's right.
Fly back in that seat.
Aaron Allman, I assume you're in. You accept the challenge? He may not have a mic. I trust that he's got a mic. Okay. Woo, boys, 160,000 strong right here. We're starting deep in the field. 13th out of 18 drivers. 18 is our full field this evening. And it will be for our Cup race on Sunday evening as well. Pace cars off.
It's time to go racing. And they're coming off the turn 4. The flagman has got the flag in the hand. And here we go. Buggity, buggity, buggity. Let's go racing, boys.
Outside. Still there. Clear. Inside. Clear.
Those gentlemen did a fine job of keeping their cars straight so the rest of us could get by.
Good lap. P1 is the fastest car on the track. 15.286. It's a great last lap, man. Keep it up. P7 is the fastest car on the track. 15.006.
Sorry about that, Rick.
Caution. But I'll leave this one on.
Put it out.
Close. Alright, looks like you're going to be lining
I
up
believe I got
behind
through there
the
behind you to begin
17.
with.
Alright, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the 17.
All right,
I
caution
knew that
number
was. They were
1.
spinning, but they just missed me.
Hopefully that is our final
Oh,
caution.
no, it's a number 9.
All right, fuel-wise, we are 112. 112 on the fuel.
102. You got to get around me, bro.
Open.
Get around 2. It doesn't. No, it just told me to pass you just there.
We are not going to pit. We will not be in our fuel window if we do pit, so no sense in bringing it down pit road. The top off. Starting here behind Sean Royer in the Tracker Boats, number 17.
JW, you see any damage on the front of my car?
Come a little closer and I can check. I do not see any damage on that race car.
Closed.
Thank you.
Got Billy Sigmund up here in the Alka-Seltzer car. One of my favorite Xfinity rides anybody runs with us is that Alka-Seltzer car. There's a handful of things that reminds me of my youth, and Alka-Seltzer was one of them. My dad used to drink the Alka-Seltzer. I was somewhat amazed. You could put them little tablets in the water and it started fizzing, and it tasted nasty.
One to go.
He sure liked that Alka-Seltzer
outside.
for whatever reason. I guess indigestion.
But you ready to rock and roll?
What's up, great champion? Vaping bachelor kids. I hope you're right, Andrew. It seems like we're got a pretty good group of racers here. Sure enough, we have a caution on lap number 6, so we'll see. What? Do not check it to the end. Copy that. Drivers just in. There is another prize, but I'm not allowed to check it until the end. Whatever that means, there is another prize.
Off, be ready. Green flag. Oh, hell, go get another one then. Steady. Fast guy's running 47.
I hope it's for the fastest guy that's running the number 21 car. Or the fastest guy with the last name that ends in Alyers.
Green lap, keep it up. Inside, at your door. Still inside. Still there. Clear. Outside. At your door, outside. Fastest guys on the track are running 15, 24, 7, 1. All clear. Outside. Still out there. Still outside. You're clear.
Saw Buster getting loose. And I reacted through my rearview mirror. And I about spun my car out.
Next car is pitting. Fastest guys on the track are running 15.335. At 44.
God dang it!
Should be a caution.
Must have been damaged there. Oh, darn it.
Good looking for danger.
God.
Everything good? Steering wheel feel okay? Windshield okay, bud? Pit road is closed. So, what we're going to do, we're going to come down the road. We're going to clearance the tires before we jack it up.
Appreciate that. I know you didn't mean it.
All right, so we're
Kind of
going to have
ruined
to
my
come
mind.
around the
Just
52.
let off a little bit,
We're
but
going to have to
enjoy
come
the rest
around
of your
to
race.
73.
Billy, I've got to pass you.
Okay.
9, got the lucky dog. I'll be having a lap car coming to the outside. All right, so we're going to have to come around the 52. So
Yeah, I must have had damage there. She started getting hot.
All right, you're going to have to come around at 56. All right, you're going to have to come around at 19. You're going to be coming around the 55. All right,
Oh, you're
looks like
pitting,
you're going to be
my
lining up behind the 17.
We're good. I don't know how that was a
God,
4X, but
guys.
that's fine.
He's just a hack. He's just an absolute hack.
Unreal, man.
Yeah, I don't see anything on it.
I don't even know which end of the track I'm on right yet. I've got a pit, of course. All right, here we go. We'll pit this time by. Taking the faster pair. I'm going to put tires on it. I'll top her off with fuel. Should be good to go to the end.
Forward be a smoking wheels.
Yeah, I know. All right. Let's not. Let's try not to let that ruin our race. It doesn't help. Had a decent little strategy going. I mean, it's Bristol, right? You know, you can ride cautiously and stuff happen well ahead of you and you can't stop.
5 away.
I was in the throttle
At
and
your
couldn't
mark now.
woe it up
Turn
enough
back.
to
Don't slide your tires, nice and clear.
see what our tire wear was. 99, 97. That right rear is barking.
Go, 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 go.
Okay. Let's reestablish ourselves out here. God bless, man.
I bet you'll be behind the 52.
25 laps in and we're already working caution number 2. But that's why we have faster
You're
pairs.
coming around the 73.
I'm not sure
I
what
know,
happened with
but
the 73
the
and
restart's going to be important. As you guys
whomever
know,
he
so
got
the
into it with. I don't know.
On it. I believe it'll be on the inside. Coming around at 9. Let's get that thing cleaned out real well. Get ready to go green. Come around at 100, 2. I think we should be behind the 55.
I didn't get into anybody.
Or whomever you got into it with. Darren, it's free hot dog. That's what I'm talking about.
Base car's off. Be ready. Green flag. So you know, fast guys are running 44.665.
I was just giving you a hard time, JW.
Copy that.
What kind of world would this be if we just couldn't joke around a little bit?
It'd be a sad, sad world.
At 44 is the leader. Leaders are running 15.244.
I don't know if the leaders took tires or not. Something tells me they didn't. Or they may have, I don't know. If you've never been to Bristol Motor Speedway and you ever get the chance, do not pass that up. It's the best track in the world to watch a guy in the middle of the pack who's fast work his way through traffic.
Meters are running 15.669.
Ethan Dutlinger has called her quits.
The 51 is the leader.
I can't wait for Saturday night to see how them tires are going to behave. I was at the spring race when they had all the tire issues. That was so much fun. Went up on the brake bias a little bit. Hey, Michael Johns, everybody has gifted a channel membership. Who is that lucky recipient, MJ?
Will you look at that? New
Meters are
channel
running
member.
15.67.
Well, it's Dustin Henderson. Look at you go. I will speak on behalf of Dustin. I know he appreciates that.
Slow in front of you on the bottom. Caution,
Caution is out.
New sub.
Caution is out.
You're going to talk me through what's going on.
Not sure what happened right there.
Close.
Josh Hewerdine. Welcome to the channel, Josh.
What happened there?
You're going to be lining up behind the
It
52.
looked like he just stopped there and instead of just dropping on the pit road.
That's what I noticed. I just seen somebody pull over and just stop.
Ah, man, you hate to see that. You hate to see that. You hate to see it. But
Door is open.
I'm guessing he thought being down there.
You'll line up behind the 52. 102. Got the lucky dog. Got one
Stay
coming
out
outside,
right
be
here.
aware of
Lucky
that.
dog coming
You
through.
should be behind the 102. Alright, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the 102.
I should have pitted.
You're lining
Still
up
not
behind the
in my
17.
fuel range. I'm going to try to get some track position. Hey, Walter Barnes has gifted a
Will
channel
you look
membership.
at that? New channel member.
Austin
Thank you.
B, look at
You're
you.
going to be coming around the 19.
Dustin Henderson, love your character on Stranger Things. Funny stuff, funny stuff. We were actually talking about Stranger Things today in class. A little bit of marketing. There was a product placement with a Coca-Cola can in one of the episodes. Yes, I am going, What's You Kick, I am going Saturday evening. Right now the forecast is for 0% chance of rain, and because of that I'm going. But if that creeps up for some reason up to 60%, I'm probably going to set it out. I live very close to the racetrack, so I can make a last minute decision and make it there in an hour and a half in race traffic.
The road is closed.
Alright, so we're going to flip the script a little bit here. Got some little older tires, about 25 laps on them. But we do get a little bit better track position. I know the fast guys will be coming up through pretty quickly. We're 99 laps away, and I'm showing 94 laps of fuel. I will certainly be on pit road one more time. to top this unit off with fuel and to get a new set of Goodyear Racing Eagles.
We're on 1 to go. Good line up on the outside.
Hey, he was born in the 80s and from Indiana. Who's to say he's not a character on Stranger Things?
Start-finish line.
Yep, 0% chance of rain, 100% chance of a good time. That's exactly right. Could not agree more. Got Sean Royer down here leading us to the green in the Tracker Boat 17 car.
All right, boss man, pace car's off. Be ready. Green flag. Doing a great job. Keep flipping it, buddy. Keep flipping it. Your fast guys are running 47.695. Inside. This road is open. Two inside.
Sweet God above.
How's my radio been today? Could you hear me fine?
I don't know if I came down or he came up.
Or do I get wrecked after the wreck?
I don't know.
Brian, we got to make sure we get fuel in it.
I'm going to go look at that.
44.
There's another lap.
If that is on me, then I'm going to admit that.
How is that required?
Should be starting behind the 55.
I don't feel like it was, but no one ever feels like it is inside the race car.
And how did I get a lead out of that?
Man, all you got to do is just slow down and that wouldn't happen. I had the wreck clear.
We're a bit too early and some. Looks like that we're going to have to line up.
Now, I was trying to stay off the wall, and I very well may have just came right down into him. We're going to look at that replay. If it's on me, I'm going to have to admit it.
We're 10 away.
I'm going to have to admit it.
5 away.
Lucky dog coming through on the top. Lucky dog coming through.
Remember, don't get too tight to the wall. We'll fix you up, get you back.
I got 8 minutes. God bless.
Looking at the wheel damage here.
Oh, boys. All right, let's go back here. Let's pull it out here and see what we're looking at. This is our restart. I don't know. I don't think I was coming down. I think maybe he thought it was clear. Or maybe he didn't. I don't know. Maybe he didn't come up. Let's get from behind here and take a look. Yeah. I came down, I think. I'm in the throttle here. I'm in the throttle. I think I am straight. I mean, you hate to admit it, but it is net code, but there is going to be contact. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yeah, God bless. Yeah, freaking A. I don't know. I look at my tires on this seam, and I'm right with the seam. I don't know. I don't know if he's getting back to his racing line. I'm trying to stay on mine. I still think it's more my fault than anything. It's more my fault. Who was that, by the way? That was Sean Royer. I think. Let me go double check before I apologize to Sean. Yeah. Sean, I'm going to accept the blame on that. It was netcode. No excuse, though. I think we were both fighting for the same spot. And I want to apologize for everybody that is involved. Let's go look at all the cars that was involved. There's a lot of them. Warren's involved. God bless, man. Everybody's involved. There's like 4 or 5 cars that are not involved.
You know what time it is. Ready?
Jeez.
Green.
All right, let's go watch this. Billy Sigmund's our race leader. A lot of guys having to use the faster pair. Jesse Cottrell up here taking that race lead. Joe Francis in that 36 machine. I've never seen him run the 36. All right, I think Billy's on old tires. The Godfather, I don't think is on old tires. I think he's on new ones. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 of the 18 cars still competitive. Let's see how many are on the lead lap. Only 11. Only 11 at the moment. Oh my God, I feel terrible. Hey, play the entire wreck. I did, Peyton Rogers. I did. Good evening, Peyton Rogers. That's my son-in-law, boys and girls. He came up. Yeah, you're right, Greg. Like I said, I think we're both fighting for the same real estate. He was coming up as I was trying to stay off the wall. More than anything, stay off the wall. But I felt like my left tires were on that seam. I was off the wall for certain. I think he thought I may have been higher up on the wall. And I think he thought he was clear from me. Oh, man, just not a good... oh, we got a wreck back here. Billy Sigmund involved. Will the caution come out? Let's find out. Billy Sigmund involved here. Let's get... I don't think caution's coming out. Go TV camera 2. Billy gets it loose, turns it sideways. Nobody else involved. That's the way you want to draw it up right there. That's the way you want to draw it up. Go back up front. The Godfather, Jesse Cottrell, as our race leader. We're going to put this on, let's put this on TV camera 1. We'll keep going through the field. The Godfather got that silver bullet all fired up. And some wood button action. Wad 'em up. That's true, boys. We certainly did. How about the Godfather up here? Strictly stock teammate Joe Francis running in second. Let's get it on a broader TV view. We'll go TV camera 3. Is that too far? You got Aaron Brown running in third. Fourth place is Kyle Turczak. And fifth is Brandon Smith, 56. Excellent crowd on hand here at Bristol Motor Speedway. You love to see it. You love to see it. In the day and age when NASCAR attendance is not what it used to be, you love to see a packed house here at Bristol Motor Speedway. I'm hearing some contact in the wall. Let's go try to find that. I don't see any.
Caution's out.
Caution is out. Where and for what
Did you hear any static? Like somebody was keying up on your radio just a few minutes ago? 10-4.
I don't see the caution. I do not see the caution. Let's rewind it and we'll go through the field.
Back for the lead lap. I had a fight before that one, but I got it.
Somebody just tattooed the wall. I'm looking on all 3 monitors and I don't see it. I'm not sure what happened unless someone just blinked out. I don't know. Anyway, the Godfather. Let's see if he comes down pit road. That is pit road entrance. Check out these cars. Some of the best seats in the house right here, high up in turn number 2, in between 1 and 2. They're gathered over at the start-finish line. We'll see how many takers we got on pit road. Aaron Allman says he is out. Sucks how it just ended. As soon as we went green, my gas pedal snapped and went straight to the floor. As long as I'm thinking Saturday, Allison. Yeah, good deal, brother. Good deal. You have a great night as well. Safe travels. iRacing 413. It did seem I got loose and came down. I didn't get loose. I know that. I did keep it off the wall. You can go look at our replay. I showed it several times. You and I just converged. Ultimately, it was netcode, but there was going to be contact. No doubt about it. And I will accept full blame on that. I could have gotten it closer to the wall, but I felt like my car was straight, so I didn't feel the need to get up on the wall. But looking back on it, I should have. And I'm sorry that it ruined your race, Sean. All right, here we go. Pit road is open. The ambulance. The lights are on the... no takers. No takers so far. Top 6, top 7, top 8. Billy Sigmund down pit road. Buster Malcolm down pit road. Looks like we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 competitors remaining. I've still got 9 minutes optional. Let me get out here and see what it feels like.
Go! It's going to be halfway this time by. Looks like you should be lining up behind this 100 too.
Steering is still off. Ain't no way I can race
1 to go
right now.
Wait to get to the line and double up.
Let me bring her back down.
On the outside. Watch your speed to keep busting people. 5 away. And turn in here. Get in here. You'll line up behind the 73.
We just want it fixed. About 9 minutes. We'll get it repaired.
We'll fix you up, get you better. Looking at the wheel damage here. I don't think we'll be able to fix all that.
Alright, we are live. Let's get a real quick recap. Jesse Cottrell, our race leader. Joe Francis up there in second. Aaron Brown, Kyle Turkzak, and Brandon Smith, our top 5. Scotty Grove right there in 6th place.
Green flag.
As they brought Jesse a hot rod. They always do, them Strictly Stock boys. If you're going to be the godfather of a racing organization, you better bring him great equipment. Aaron Brown putting the pressure on. Joe Francis making that middle work in 1 and 2. Or excuse me, 3 and 4. I'm going to try it again here in 1 and 2. Oh, boys. He didn't mean to turn him. He just meant to rattle his cage.
Hey, man, your mic sounds like a little far away from your mouth again.
Do you guys not know how to check up?
He's just a hack. He's just an absolute hack. Terrible. He's just terrible. And he's got the fastest car every week and he runs 10th. So,
hard to break when there's no cost.
Didn't want to race us there. We had a good clean race. I moved up as high as I could on the racetrack to give him all the room I could, and he still can't drive.
Yeah, that was a bad move right there. Let's go watch a replay of this. Aaron Brown does indeed get into the Godfather. Oh. It is Bristol. That's for certain. So Aaron got a little damage on his right rear. Joe Francis going to overtake the race lead. I would be willing to bet that the Godfather is fuming right now. Excuse me, that was a sneeze. That was, let's hold my hand over my nose and mouth so I don't blow snot everywhere. Yeah, no kidding, Vaping. The lead is not the place to be right now. That's a fact. Ain't no bigger iRacing slap in the face than to sit for 10 to 12 minutes only to take her back out and she throws her rod in 5 laps. Fact. That is a true statement. 100% true. Well, son of a gun, boys. Working lap number 83 of the schedule 150. Just an absolutely terrible night, results-wise, for me. I did have fun at Brands Hatch. I've had fun so far at Bristol.
Barrel cleanup.
But not a good night of motorsport for myself. Joe Francis, our race leader. Kyle Turkzak in second. Scotty Grove in third. Rick Javorka there in fourth. Billy Sigmund finds himself in 5th place. Brandon Green in 6th. 7th is Brandon Smith. I'm sorry, Brandon Green is going to get the wave around if I'm not mistaken.
Good evening, Rick. How are you?
No, Brandon Green is 4th. My apologies. Brandon Smith, Dirty Dan Taylor. Let's find the dirty one. There he is in that beautiful number 25 car. Too bad somebody wasted a paint on a Camaro. But nevertheless, Dirty Dan. 77 is Tom Gulker, finds himself in 7th. 8th is the Godfather, got himself straightened back up.
Been a wild one, ain't it, Rick?
You know it. I went 5 laps down getting towed.
Let's see, Rick is working lap 79, coming to 80. And the leaders are working lap 85, so he's 5 laps off the pace. Something tells me this may not be the last caution. It could be. We're down to about 10 race cars left on the track. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 competitors still on the racetrack. Make sure we're live. We are indeed. Pace car. Shortly. Going to take that hard left. Joe Francis, our race leader, won last night's truck race. And here he goes. All right, I guess now I can look at the additional prize David Griffin sent. Understood. Solid choice right there. I will not announce it. Thank you, David. I will not announce it until after the race is over. Very awesome. Very much awesome. And we'll go ahead and get that on our race sheet as we watch Kyle Turkzak, a short track ringer, if you will, trying to put the pressure on Smoking Joe Francis. And that carries a $10 prize, courtesy of David Griffin. Again, I will mention that post-race only. Be very easy to manipulate it. Kyle Turkzak, our new race leader. Brandon Green up to P3 in that beautiful chrome-greened, lime-green machine.
51 is the leader.
I like the Diamond Racing logo on the back of that car. Tell you what, old Brandon Green has assembled himself one heck of a good race team. He's got Eric Winkelspect and Dan Taylor. I think Tyler Robinson, I'm not 100% sure. I've never seen it officially said. But I think T-Rob may be at least an honorary member of Diamond Racing. Joe Francis runs 3rd. Brandon Green finds himself up to 2nd place. Kyle Turkzak, our race leader. Looks like Green is closing in. This may be for the win right here. Very well could be. Tell me just why you give Gray the night off last night and Spasm is off tonight. I'm jealous and I will be taking Thursday off. Good question. I don't know, Vapin. I do not know. I too, if you don't mind, will be taking off Thursday as well. I'm going to go watch my nephew play some foosball. Yeah, Dirty Dan up to P5. Let's get a look at him in that Pennzoil ride. Excuse me, P4, come on. Just passed Scotty Grove for 4th. Dan Taylor of Diamond Racing trying to get up here with his teammate. And that, of course, is Brandon Green, who runs in P2. Got Scotty Grove here in 5th. Brandon Smith in 6th. Everyone, for the time being, is single file around this half-mile speedway. Go back up to the front. Love that Diamond Racing logo. Boys, I didn't realize he had it on his hood. That's a good-looking piece. My bad, wrong camera. There's Kyle Turczak. Snipping that wall. The good ones do, they tell me. Brandon Green hovering about a half a second off the pace. I am ready to get back out on the racetrack. I may do that. Let me go out here and see if it's okay. I'm going to run a few more laps.
Go, man, go, 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 go.
Break up the monotony.
Go, 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 go.
And if I'm not up to speed, I'll just get it off the track. I don't want to be that guy, you know what I mean? I feel like Matt Kenseth at Martinsville in 07. Was it 07? That might be too early. I'm only about 40, 50 laps off the pace.
Leaders are running 15.613.
Looks like Billy Sigma's picked up a little speed. Got a pretty good view of this battle going on here. We got Rick Javorka, Billy Sigmund, Aaron Brown, and in front of him is Tom Golker. Find it hard to believe that Aaron Brown, just from that little incident with him and Jesse, unless he just didn't take tires, I find it hard to believe he had that much damage on his race car.
Leaders are running 15.66.
Aaron may just be hoping for a caution, a late race caution. We've had several cautions enough that you could be in tire trouble if you took a lot or an extra set or two early on. I am not going to pass Aaron. Race leader is 6 seconds back, so before he gets to me, I will pull off the racetrack. many laps am I formally down? Let's take a quick look. 46, only 46 laps off the pace.
Fast guys are running 15.8, 3, 9.
I'm going to go ahead and bring her down pit road next time by. Leaders are a little under 5 seconds back. It's got to be such a thrill as a race car driver doing this right here, looking up and seeing those stands just jam-packed. But even if they're not packed, it's still got to be awesome knowing you're racing in a huge bowl.
Here we come, fellas. 10 away. 5 away. At your mark now. Turn in here. Turn in, turn in. Nice and easy here, guys.
All right,
No,
boys.
no, it might be done.
Yeah,
No,
we're going to
maybe
retire
not.
the car, Chad.
Looking out the wheel.
We're back at it here. Race leader Kyle Turczak. But got a heck of a battle going on here of Diamond Racing teammates. Death,
Go
Texas,
man, go, go, man, go.
Dirty Dan Taylor finishing in the
That's a
top
nice
5.
job, guys. Good
You
pit
can all
stop,
but
boys.
bank on it. Let's get this on TV camera 3.
They seem to have a terrible connection. I'm going to get out of here and come back in.
Copy that, Buster.
I did it, Aaron Brown.
Brandon Smith back here in 4th place. Which we got a race for the lead. It is heating up. It is heating up. This is for the race lead. Brandon Green sniffing, hunting the front. Going to be 20 laps to go next time by. Brandon Green really making that bottom work. Turczak may have scorched his tires. Got the Godfather, who has rebounded back up to 5th place, desperately wanting a caution, I'm certain. Scotty Grove working P6. Tom Gulker finds himself in 7th. Joe Francis likely on old tires, along with Aaron Brown. This is a battle for the race lead with 18 laps to go. Kyle Turczak on the top, Brandon Green on the bottom. Are they going to keep it clean? As of right now, yes, they are. I don't think Green is in any rush to get to the front. Or, excuse me, to aggressively make the pass is what I'm trying to say. He's ran him down. He's caught him. I think his tire is obviously better. I think he's going to try to be patient. Cannot be too patient. Again, Diamond Racing teammate right behind him in the 25. That, of course, is Dan Taylor. And don't look now. That does mean look now when anybody says that. Brandon Smith right there in P4 on the bumper of Dan Taylor. So we got 2 Diamond Racing boys, 2nd and 3rd. You got a Strictly Stock Motorsport guy in 4th. 5th place is the El Jefe of Strictly Stock, Jesse Cottrell. Oh, Dan getting a little loose. Is that going to open the door for Brandon Smith? Looks like he's going to on the outside. Not sure if he gets up to him or not. It's a heck of a battle for the race lead. Turczak just holding his line, daring Brandon Green to try something different to get around him. Looks like Turczak was a bit tight there, perhaps. Slid up the track a bit. Doing it again on this end. Maybe he's changing his racing line. I do not know. Man, Brandon Green, he's wanting it. You can tell. He's got 11 laps to get her done. I'm still thinking we have another caution in us. Again, Brandon, Dan, and Brandon Smith have all chased down Kyle Turczak. Maybe Turczak was just saving his stuff. I don't know. Is he going to give him the old chrome horn? There are no chrome horn drivers in here this evening. We got Michael Johns with us in the chat. Is he going to give him the chrome horn? I'm an old man, MJ says. Don't know what that means. MJ, this stuff is unbelievable. PT Alpine is the shizzle. I don't know what it means either, but it sounds good. Ryan Doherty says he got wheelered by Brown. Yeah, I don't think Aaron necessarily meant to do it. I think he just overcooked it. Oh, we're trading paint. We're trading paint at the front, for the front.
Caution.
And caution is out. What the heck happened?
Unnecessary.
Let's go find out. Let's find out what happened. I'm going to spin my camera around and see if we can't find where the caution does come out. I see it. It's back here, I do believe. I'm guessing Joe Francis, Scotty Grove. I don't think these two got involved.
Never fails, does it?
Yeah.
Good racing there, Kyle.
Oh, man. That completely incidental, no intent whatsoever. Two good-looking race cars. I think we saw a little bit of netcode there as well. I hate netcode. I hate to use the word netcode. I think it's always a cop-out. But here, I think you get another incident of netcode. Maybe not. Maybe not. I think Scotty may have just been a bit loose as Joe got to his outside and just barely made some contact. I think Scotty may have gotten on the throttle and that rear end kicks just a bit. I mean, Joe was not there. He didn't have the position. They're just racing hard. And that's what happens, unfortunately, for both of them. Had real good race cars. Hopefully they've got that faster pair remaining. Let's go back live. We got Buster Malcolm here ready to take that wave around. Rick Javorka on the pit road. Brandon Green, here's our race to pit road. That is the race off of pit road. Let me rewind this right quick. I'm going to put it on
I got scared.
pit lane 1. Here we go. So we've got a lot of guys now on brand new tires. Green won the race off. I think they came out the way they came in. Good news is I think Scotty had that faster pair. Let's go check it out. Let me find Scotty and see if he got that car fixed up. Yeah, I think he did. That is always good news. Yeah, double nickel TV, the 55 car, as good as it was at the start of this one. Let's see where Scotty, he's going to come out P9. He's on new tires. Everybody should be on new tires. What a great battle we had for the race lead. Now again, Buster Malcolm will take that wave around. You got Brandon Green. Now last night on the restart, Joe Francis chose the top. Let's see what Brandon decides. Now of course it's always up to the other competitor, because iRacing does not have a choose lane, choose cone. It is up to the other competitor to let them, if they want to take the high side. iRacing rules, you got to start on the bottom. But if you want to flip it with the other competitor, more often than not, they'll let you. All right, let's do a quick field reset. You've got Brandon Green going to be our race leader. Kyle Turczak.
Pace cars off, Bubby. Ready.
We're not even live. My bad. Here we go. Green, Turczak, Joe Francis. Dan Taylor is in 5th, and the Godfather up there in 5th place. High side carrying a lot more momentum right now. Cottrell has used that. Oh, Brandon Green, he gets loose. Yes, he gets loose.
Caution, caution.
Tires, brand new tires. You'll see it, both of them on the 71. You'll see it on the 88 back here, the silver car coming up at the top of your picture.
I don't know if I slowed down.
Simultaneously spinning.
So I get loose. I try to go as high as possible.
Here goes Green. He's loose on entry. Snaps with him, and so does Jesse Cottrell. They both go around. Wow. Aaron Brown, Joe Francis, all involved. The good news for Green is he was able to save it. Now, he's given up the race lead, of course, but he was able to save it. That will bring us to our first of 3 potential green-white checkers. Quick field reset. Kyle Turczak as our race leader. Dan Taylor in second. Brandon Green in third. Brandon Smith in fourth. And Scotty Grove is in 5th place. You've also got Tom Golker. It's a good-looking car, the Aaron's Dream Machine. We looked at it earlier. Didn't get a close-up of it. Good-looking ride. I think we got our main man here, Rick Javorka, taking a wave around. The Lucky Dog recipient. He is working lap 147. So Rick is going to be 4 laps down. If I'm not mistaken, next week is Kansas week. Always a fan favorite of the Kansas Speedway. A lot of people like to race in Kansas. All right, man. We are green-white checker number 1. Tomatoes, good evening, buddy. I agree, Darren. These fans do deserve a 3-wide finish. All the way up there in the Rusty Wallace Tower at the top of your screen. They deserve a 3-wide finish. Agreed. My first ever race at Bristol, I sat up there in the old...
Hey, W, can you put me at the end of the line?
Yes, can you cue your mic, please?
There you go.
First race I ever went to at Bristol, the spring of '04. I'll spin this camera around. Sat all the way up there in those Rusty Wallace. It wasn't the Rusty Wallace Tower at the time. It was renamed after Rusty retired. But nevertheless, sat up there. Great seats. But then they did the flyover. And the thing felt like it was swaying. I was like, oh my good God. I could not believe 160,000 people would watch cars race. Absolutely nuts. But after that first lap, I quickly understood why. And at that time, you were paying ridiculous prices. Even for the spring race, it was always sold out. All right, so Turczak, our race leader. Dan Taylor starts outside row 1. Brandon Green is 3rd. Brandon Smith is 4th. Scotty Grove is 5th. Tom Golker 6th. Joe Francis 7th. 8th is the Godfather, Jesse Cottrell. And 9th, I believe on the same lap, Aaron Brown, 9th place.
Hey, cars down, be ready.
All right, here we go. Turczak with a great restart. Gets a little loose on the high side. Oh, Dan Taylor goes around. Caution will come out again. Caution will come out again. It's the new tires. We've seen it. We've seen it the last 2 restarts. Good drivers just losing it. I mentioned this last night. The reason you get in the mode of I've got to go, it's race 30, and you just carry too much speed in the corners, and she'll come around with you. Combine that with the new tires, and luckily no one got into Dan on that one. Let's go back and watch that from Dan's point of view. Again, he was able to keep it off everybody, and other drivers avoided him as well. So no harm, no foul, except track position. Good job there by Rick and Dan for holding his brakes. All right, green, white checker number 2. Let's see if anybody's going to go down pit road. I'll ask. We may be able to skip a lap. I don't know if... I think Dan might be the only one that would entertain the idea of putting tires on it. This is green, white checker number 2. I'm going to ask here and see if anybody goes down pit road. I don't think anybody is.
Let me see how bad my car looks, JW.
Let's take a look here. You got a lot of front damage. Outside of that, it's probably going to be fairly tight. Yeah, you got a lot of right front damage too. You got a lot of damage on the nose. And the rear. And the rear as well. It's caved in quite nicely. That's not going to be an issue. What's going to be an issue is this, the front. It's going to make that car super hard to turn. Good looking Alka-Seltzer car though. I'll say that. Guys, does anybody object if we skip a lap of caution? I don't see anybody on pit road. If anybody objects, just let me know.
We are 2 to green, coming to 1 to green. Stop.
Copy that. Disregard the request to skip a lap.
I think it wouldn't let you do the same thing last night.
Yeah, that's true. All right. If anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Brandon Green. Kyle Turczak has been the second half of this race, been the fastest car. Led the most laps, at least again the second half. We have 12 cars. We started with 18. We are down to 12. The reality is, I don't think it matters how many cars you have. It's Bristol. It's short track racing. I don't think it matters. I've had in my mind we do 18 competitors trying to cut down on the cautions. I think you with 3 cars, you would have the same amount of cautions. All right, boys, here we go. Turczak with a great restart. Green does not get off the line very well that time. Brandon Smith looking down here in the DuPont Chevrolet. Green's going to be able to carry that speed and secure that second place finish. We got 1 lap to go. Oh, we got a big wreck.
The white flag.
This is the white flag. Leader has taken that white flag. Again, I think you saw some guys on new tires just lose it. For the final time, up out of turn 4, it is Kyle Turczak with the race win right there. Nice job. Kyle, nice job. Outstanding job.
Hey,
this is Checker, right? Yep.
I'm going to do my best to get a race-winning photograph.
Good effort, bud.
With some of these right here. Hang on. I can't. He is spinning the race car around.
I'm okay losing to somebody with an over a 5,000 rating. I held in there with you.
Nice, guys.
That's going to be our race-winning photograph right there. Kind of weird looking, but I'm going to get them fireworks. I'm going to get them fireworks. I've been trying forever to get fireworks in a race-winning photograph, and by gum, here it is.
Yeah, and what happened on my screen was just buggered. You guys were popping in and out. I had to shut it down for a little bit.
Kyle Turczak. So congratulations on that race win. Kyle was very, very fast. Snowball Derby. Keep him in mind. He's always a great competitor at the Snowball Derby.
Congratulations, Jesse.
A good win by Kyle Turczak. We'll look at our race prizes. All right, drivers, courtesy of David Griffith, we had a $10 prize for P7 finisher, a $10 prize courtesy of David Griffith. And that goes out, of course, to the dirty one, Dan Taylor. And congratulations, Dirty Dan, that is you. The dirty one, I tell you, Dan Taylor.
Copy that. Appreciate it, David. I guess just split the race credits, one each.
Copy that. And copy that, Aaron Brown. Thanks for letting me know. Dan, thank you for letting me know. Aaron Brown will take a race credit for his prize. Man, you heard Brandon Green say, I think he said 5,000, which is daggone good. Do not get me wrong.
I just want to say thanks, JW, and to all the drivers of the fun race.
Absolutely, Tom. Absolutely. He's going to pause for the cause. That is the natural race-winning photograph. There's no fireworks in this one. We're going to leave that up there. Kyle Turczak as our race winner at Bristol Motor Speedway. Really odd, man. I felt like the Xfinity cars handled better than the trucks. Yet we had a lot of guys spinning those things out. And again, it was the cold tires. I know exactly what it was. I want to apologize again to Sean Royer for on the restart. I was not up as high as he thought I should have been, and realistically, I should have been much higher to the wall. But you know, I think it was a racing incident, and if Sean feels differently as far as he got screwed, if he feels that way, then man, I do apologize. I do. The wreck was on me. Just a bad night of racing for me. But anyway, fun was had. Fun was had. Ain't no doubt about it. Let's take a look at our top 10 rundown here. Let's go ahead and pull our standings down. Screen real estate. It's all about cleaning off that screen real estate. You got Kyle Turczak as your race winner. You got Brandon Green in P2. Brandon Smith rounds out our podium finishers. Joe Francis, a good rally up to 4th. Jesse Cottrell in 5th. Tom Golker with a solid 6th place run. Dan Taylor in 7th. Aaron Brown finishes 8th. Scotty Grove in 9th. And boys, Rick Javorka, Slick Rick, rallied his way back. I know he finished 2 laps down, but he rallied his way back to only 2 laps down and pulled out a top 10 finish right there. Let me look at our prizes. You got Aaron Brown with the win over Aaron Allman. And Aaron said that he would take his as a race credit entry, just a race credit. We have Grove and Green, Brandon Green, P2. Brandon, if you would be so kind to let me know how you want that paid out. That was a great battle between Green and Grove. Both finished the race really well, competitively. And Javorka and Cottrell, they call him the Godfather. Godfather will take home that $5 prize courtesy of Michael Johns this evening. And we got Dan Taylor with the David Griffin prize. Cannot say enough, and this may sound repetitive, but it never is. Cannot say enough how much we appreciate Michael Johns, David Griffin, and anybody that donates to these drivers on a fairly consistent basis. Thank you very much. On behalf of every driver, thank you very much. It is much, much appreciated. All right, that is our top 10. I want to apologize, and I do mean this. I'm not just making conversation. I want to apologize for my efforts tonight on the racetrack. It was abysmal, terrible. I had fun, but that's about it. I did not get my competitive edge one time tonight. Not one time was I competitive, and that'll eat at me. I'm going to do my very best to race tomorrow night. We may go ahead and run the Cup cars, but it may have to be a later start, probably a one race, 8 o'clock Eastern time. It depends on if we have Bible study or not. So I will know fairly early tomorrow and message it out that we're going to plan on running. And I don't know. I need to sleep on it and see if we actually need to come back to Bristol. Last night's truck race was good. The Xfinity race took a turn for the worse tonight. So, I don't know. We shall see. I'll try to get a pulse on if anybody wants to run the Cup cars or not. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations again to Kyle Turczak. A outstanding job on that race win. He did deserve it. Was very fast. Held off hard chargers, Brandon Green, Dan Taylor, several hard chargers throughout the race. And one more time, I want to apologize for anybody whose race was ended by the wreck I had a large hand in. I apologize for that sincerely. But let's sleep on it tonight. Let's see if we need to run them cup cars. Thank you very much, Greeny, for letting me know that. He will take a Diamond Racing credit. Automatic entry to a feature of his choosing. Absolutely Showtime. Showtime as always, man. My pleasure. My pleasure indeed. Yeah, I agree, Buster. That was definitely a tough race to get through without damage. And I don't know if we need to run Bristol tomorrow if we get to race. I don't know if we need to run Bristol tomorrow or not. I don't know. Let me ask around the community and see what their feeling is. And we may or may not run some Bristol tomorrow. Double nickel. Absolutely, buddy. If I came up on Joe's... No, I think I showed a replay of it. He barely got to your outside quarter, and I think you were throttling up at that point, and you all just barely converged. It was just nothing more than a racing incident, Scotty. That's all it was. Yeah, you did. You left him plenty of room at the top, and I think he got there, and then just, I mean, if you'll watch the replay, just barely you guys got into each other, and it just a race Bristol incident. That's all I can say. Nothing more, nothing less. Guys, it's going to do it for us. Thank you very much for tuning in. As always, so much appreciation on my end. I do appreciate it. But until next time, please stay safe out there. Good night to each and every single one of you. And as always, may the good Lord above bless you. Have an awesome Wednesday, everybody. Take care.